All right, so you missed open enrollment. Now you done had 3 months. I understand, but you know what? Open enrollment comes at the time when we are so busy. Like so, open enrollment starts November 1st and ends like either on January 15th or January 31st for some states. Okay, but you have two deadlines. So if you want your plan to change by January, you need to choose your plan by December 15th or December 31st for some states. To meet the second deadline, the last final one, you got to choose your plan by January 15th or for some states, January 31st. Okay. Not many states for the 31st, but there are some. I know one. There are some that allow you to choose up to the 31st. So basically, if you miss open enrollment, you cannot enroll unless you have a qualifying life event, such as marriage, divorce, and stuff like that. And that's called special enrollment. So anytime open enrollment is over, then you got special enrollment. Okay, that's the only time people can apply. And there are some situations that will cause you to have a qualifying life event where you can enroll. Now, qualifying life event is an event that happens in your life that causes you to lose coverage. And some of it is not just you losing coverage, it's just some are just a qualifying life event anyway. Now, if you lost coverage, it opens up a qualifying life event you have within 60 days to enroll in a plan. Okay. And you got to have proof. Okay. This is important. You got to have proof that you are in a qualifying life event, and they don't play about that. Okay. So you can't be trying to to skip that part because you have to have that proof. You got to have some paperwork saying, hey, look, this is what happened, this is when it happened, okay, and this is the date. You got to have that. All right. And so basically, here are some events that cause you to be able to enroll in a plan outside of open enrollment. Now some people listen, some people say, oh, I just found out I have kidney disease. That's not a qualifying life event. Okay. Some say, well, I had cancer. That's not a qualifying life event. And I know it's a an event in your life, but according to the federal government, that's not a qualifying life event. Sickness and disease are not qualifying life events. Okay. I broke my leg is not a qualifying life event. You probably need some personal accident insurance, and I can get you that too. But it don't even cost much. All right. Some people can't afford health insurance, and so you can get other types of insurance that can help you with for certain situations like critical illness and personal accident. Okay. So let me talk about. Let's get back to things, to events or qualifying life events that allow you to enroll. Okay. So one of them is, say you are married and you have coverage, and your spouse has coverage, and you get a divorce, and now that spouse is no longer going to cover you. You're going to lose your coverage because of the divorce. Okay. So that opens up a qualifying life event. You got to have proof that you're divorced. Okay. You got a divorce. And then you have within 60 days to get a plan. Okay. Now, either you're going to get a plan straight through the company, or you can go on the marketplace. If you qualify for a tax credit that's going to help you lower your monthly amount, those are your options. All right. So you got a divorce, and as a result of that divorce, you lost coverage. Okay. Now, if you get a divorce and you didn't have coverage in the first place, you don't have a qualifying life event. Okay. And some people try to, you know, beat the system. Another reason, say you got married. Oh, I got married. And now that opens up a qualifying life event. So you're able to obtain coverage because you got married. Okay. Another one is confirmation of pregnancy. Okay. So say you go to the doctor, you find out you're pregnant. Get a note or something from that doctor saying, hey, this is confirmation of pregnancy on this day for so and so. Okay. You got within 60 days to choose a plan. So pregnancy is a qualifying life event. All right, say you changed your legal presence, okay? You just got your green card or you became a US citizen, or that's a qualifying life event. So you're able to choose a health plan outside of open enrollment, okay? Another reason, another qualifying life event is, say you, and a lot of people don't acknowledge this one here. Say you have been abandoned. You had spousal abandonment or domestic abuse. All you need is something notarized that's saying, hey, I've been abused or abandoned. That's a qualifying life event. Okay. Say you had a job and you left that job. Whether you got terminated or you quit does not matter. Okay. If you lost coverage because you are no longer at that job, that's a qualifying life event. You just have to have proof, like I said, proof that your coverage ended. Now, some jobs will allow your coverage to stay for until the end of the month or another 30 days when you leave. So if then they'll offer you Cobra. Okay, now here's what I want to say about that. Some people choose Cobra and then they want to drop it because it's too expensive. Now, if it's in special enrollment period after open enrollment and you choose Cobra first, you got to keep it until open enrollment comes, because when you voluntarily cancel your health insurance, that is not a qualifying life event. Okay, let me say that again. Voluntarily canceling your life insurance, your health insurance, is not a qualifying life event. So that's why you gotta be careful, and you need an agent. Okay, so basically, say you quit your job or you get fired. And open enrollment season is gone, it's over, and they offer you Cobra, and you go ahead and register for it, and then you change your mind and say, "Oh, I don't think I want Cobra." Oh, too late. You gotta keep them to open enrollment. Okay, so you gotta be careful about that. If you have a baby, you gave birth to a baby, that's a qualifying life event. You just need proof of that the baby was born, and either a birth certificate or a hospital record or a letter from your provider saying that the baby was born on what date and what's the name. Another qualifying life event. So if you turn 26, you get booted off your parents' plan. Um, Also, if you moved into a state from another state, but here's the catch with that one: you have to have had coverage in the other state within 60 days of you moving. Okay. See, people be trying to play games. I'm telling you. Okay. If you move from another country, that's a qualifying life event as well. Another qualifying life event is um, if your job is in open enrollment and you don't want to take their plan, then that's a qualifying life event. Um, I don't want to miss any. If you belong to a tribe like American Indian or Alaska Native and you have that card showing that you belong to a tribe, you can get health insurance. Okay. Um, I don't want to miss any. If you adopted a child, that's a qualifying life event. Okay. And so if you were on the plan with someone and that person died and you lost coverage because they're no longer here, then that's a qualifying life event. So those are some of the things that you think about. Okay, if these things have happened to you, say you had Medicaid, the state's health insurance, the free, and you turned 19 or your income went up, then they kick you off. That's a qualifying life event. Okay. So just keep all of those things in mind. If I miss something, I'll definitely come back and let you know. But I hope you understand, what these special enrollment period is called. SEP, special enrollment period, where that you're able to enroll because something happened in your household. It's not sickness or disease. It's like an event that happened. Okay.